From the Albuquerque Journal, this is the leading news. I'm Gino Gutierrez. It's Thursday, December 18th. Here's what we're covering on today's episode. New Mexico has launched its new strategic water supply program with nearly $26 million in initial grants aimed at reducing reliance on shrinking freshwater supplies and expanding water reuse, particularly through brackish water development. State officials warn climate science shows New Mexico could lose 25% of its fresh water within 50 years, making alternative sources increasingly critical. Created during the 2025 legislative session, the program will distribute $40 million in one-time funding for projects that conserve fresh water or safely develop non-traditional water sources. 7 projects were awarded grants this week, with another $13 million in contracts expected soon. Key awards include $1.9 million for a small water treatment plant in the Alamo Navajo chapter, where a community well has grown increasingly salty. $11.7 million is earmarked for the village of Cuba to design a zero-waste desalination facility that could produce more than 500,000 gallons of drinking water per day while turning salt byproducts into marketable fertilizer. Other grants will support brackish water resource, feasibility studies, economic analysis, and advanced membrane technology at New Mexico Tech. State leaders say the effort is about helping rural, tribal, and urban communities adapt to water scarcity while protecting fresh water for essential uses. Bernalillo County Assessor Damian Lara is pushing back against a class action lawsuit accusing him of illegally raising property taxes beyond the state's 3% cap after homeowners transferred properties into revocable living trusts. Lara says the issue stems from incomplete or misleading trust filings and misrepresentation by attorneys, not unlawful actions by his office. The lawsuit, led by 2 Albuquerque homeowners, including former Bernalillo County District Attorney Kari Brandenburg, argues that transfers into a revocable trust should not trigger tax increases above the cap under state law. A judge has temporarily blocked the county from collecting unpaid taxes from one of the plaintiffs while the case is proceeding. Lara says roughly 2,000 properties were transferred into revocable trusts in 2024, and about 400 initially saw tax increases above the 3% because filings did not clearly identify qualifying beneficiaries. State law allows the cap only when beneficiaries are the homeowner, their spouse, or their child. Otherwise, the transfer is treated as a change in ownership. Attorneys for the plaintiffs dispute Lara's claim, saying required beneficiary information was properly listed, and are arguing the assessor wrongly presumed trust transfers are ineligible unless homeowners prove otherwise. Lara countered that New Mexico's self-rendering tax system places responsibility on property owners to correct their errors. The legal dispute will now center on whether the assessor or the homeowners bear responsibility for verifying trust eligibility under the tax cap. New Mexico has formally approved more than $90 million to redevelop the state fairgrounds in Albuquerque, clearing a major financial hurdle for the long-debated transformation of the 236-acre site. The State Board of Finance gave the final approval on Tuesday, following an earlier vote by the State Fair District Board to allocate the funds. While the funding is now locked in, the future location of the annual New Mexico State Fair remains undecided. A state design contractor recently unveiled 3 preliminary redevelopment concepts, 2 that would keep the fair at its historic site, and 1 more ambitious option that would relocate it to make room for expanded amenities. All 3 proposals share common elements, including parks, mixed-income housing, retail space, a hotel, and event venue. State officials say the newly approved funds will help lay the groundwork for those features and turn the fairgrounds into a year-round destination. Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham framed the investment as a way to strengthen the heart of Albuquerque, but the project has faced pushback from nearby residents. Critics have raised concerns about gentrification, the cost of the redevelopment, and potential loss of the fairgrounds' historic character. The State Fair District Board is expected to decide the site's final direction sometime early next year. And University of New Mexico football head coach Jason Eck is calling for a strong Lobo presence at the Rate Bowl, urging at least 10,000 UNM fans to fill the stands when the Lobos play on December 26th at Chase Field in Phoenix. The game marks UNM's first bowl appearance outside of Albuquerque since 2004 and a chance to secure the program's 10th win. To help fans make the trip, Albuquerque businessman Bobby Aragon is organizing a chartered bus package to Phoenix. The trip includes round-trip transportation and a 2-night hotel stay from December 25th through the 27th for $495 per person for double occupancy, or $625 for single occupancy. A bus-only option is available for $250, and game tickets are not included. Aragon has organized similar fan trips for UNM events in the past, including the Mountain West Tournament. Fans interested in booking can contact Aragon directly for details at 505-974-0215. That's 505-974-0215. In addition, the UNM Alumni Association is also hosting a free tailgate outside Chase Field starting at 11 a.m. Registration is now available through the Alumni Association's website. The Leading News is powered by the journalism of the Albuquerque Journal. If you enjoy hearing all of the stories we share with you here daily, please consider becoming a digital subscriber to the Journal by utilizing the discount code in our show notes. Every subscription helps support local journalism and allows us to provide you with the news that matters to you. Now taking a look at Albuquerque's weather forecast. Today you can expect sunny skies with a high near 64, and as for this evening, mostly clear with a low around 33. To keep up with all the latest news from the Albuquerque Journal, you can visit our website at abqjournal.com. That's the Leading News. I'm Gino Gutierrez. We'll be back tomorrow.